on, everybody? Welcome back to Slope Club 8. I'm Boy, Jimmy and Josh with me once again, as always. It's the end of the year, and guess what? It's time for another list.
Ooh, baby.
Top 5 Sakamichi Series songs of the year.
Keeping the tradition alive.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm gonna say it right now, we're gonna catch some heat for this one.
It's
a warning.
It's gonna look pretty biased, but we try to be very fair. We like all the groups.
Yeah.
Right. If you guys don't already know, we do cover the Sakamichi Series idol groups on our podcast, the Slope podcast, every Tuesdays. So I feel like we at least a little bit qualified, right?
At least a little bit.
Every
right?
time a single comes out, we always listen to it. We make sure we talk about our feelings then.
It's just our opinion, man.
But what you can comment, yeah.
Let us know your favorite songs of this year from Sakamichi Group down in the comments. It might be different from ours, or it might be exactly the same. It might not be.
It's definitely going to be different from ours.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Konyawa Eian by Yoshimoto Saka, 46.
Who is that?
Konyawa Eian is their second single. Was released earlier this year, and features a lot of cool, funky, and disco vibes. It's really fun. Sing along, dance along. Very simple, not overly complicated. But that's what makes it good.
Very stylish. The song is very upbeat. It executes what it's meant to be very well.
Yeah. It's not meant to be like any cute like traditional idol song. It's like meant for its own group, and I think that really helps it stand out.
The music video featured the members wearing like really out there costumes.
They look like JoJo characters.
Yeah.
And that's why that's our number 5.
Number 4.
Kunoichi.
Number 4 is Kuroi Hitsuji by Keyakizaka 46.
It's a very great song with a big impactful meaning, but it's kind of like it's a very emo song. You can't really listen to it on the daily. It's not one of those songs that you really kind of put on repeat, things like that, unless you're going through some things. We're here for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotion in it, in the singing, and the instrumentation and the arrangement. It's a heavy one, for sure. Talking about bullying, being outcast, and all that stuff.
Society, they just try to keep us in a box, but you know, the black sheep are there.
The reason why I didn't push it to be like higher up as hard is because, well, even though it has like a very profound meaning and like a message, it's not like anything particularly new or revolutionary. It's been very much in line with Keyakizaka's image and their whole like marketing. And so Kuroi Hitsuji in that aspect wasn't anything particularly brand new, but what it was a very well executed, very beautiful song. And so that's why that's number 4.
Number 3.
Kyun.
Number 3 is Kyun by Hinatazaka 46.
Now the reason we picked Kyun, maybe over Doremi, is because we feel like this song really is an impactful moment for Hinatazaka as their very first single compared to some other songs that they released.
Hinatazaka made a big debut this year. It's kind of been hyped already. Kyun is a very energetic and bright, colorful pop song with a little bit of dance qualities underneath. Definitely fits the image they're portraying, being bright and sunny and the heavy aura, friends. Oh, let's join our cult.
Yeah.
Matches perfectly to their aesthetic, their whole concept. Yeah.
The music video is also very beautiful as well, right? You got a lot of very aesthetic shots of the members in like a kind of like a school setting, right? Kind of like playing to their youth. But then also like, you got these like really wide drone shots out in the field of them, like very, very wonderful shots of the big dance scenes.
If you follow Hinatazaka since their debut, they've only gone farther and higher. And it's gotten bigger since.
Pretty good for a brand new group, right guys?
Yeah, so Q number 3 Hinatazaka 46.
Number 2. Nobody.
Number 2 is Hinatazaka 46 with Nobody. Nobody is a coupling track from Kunoichi G, the only single that was released this year. And it's a lot different from what you'd expect Hinatazaka would try.
Yeah.
Which I think we really enjoyed because they're starting to get stuck in that rut of being just overly dramatic in all their singles. So Nobody takes a little bit of a mature and more kind of sultry vibe.
Yeah. The choreography was very kind of like more mature, right? Not kind of like the like contemporary modern dance stuff you kind of associate with him. It was a lot of like kind of like adult moves, right? Which they actually pulled off very well. I think because it was so different from what we expect from them, but the execution was also so strong. It still had that Keakizaka polish that we've come to expect. Nobody was kind of like a big hit right off the gates for all of us.
I feel like this one you could actually like groove out to, and you can listen to multiple times. Like you can just put it on whenever you want and then listen to it. It doesn't put you down or anything. It's kind of like a feel-good song, and I think that's why we all enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really like the instrumentation. There's the big horns, like just creepy throughout the whole song, and then the little piano trills.
Yeah, it's like it's almost reminiscent of being like a jazz lounge.
Yeah.
Right.
So those parts of the song really keeps coming back to it.
Yeah.
It's catchy stuff. All right, so before we get to number 1, we each have a honorable mention pick. I didn't quite make the list because we can only put 5.
My honorable mention would be "Sing Out."
I knew it
by Nogizaka 46. This is not, unfortunately, did not go on the list.
What a shill.
But I really do enjoy the song. I do wish when we first heard about it, we remember we were all saying, "Oh, let it be like a gospel-inspired song." Unfortunately, it was not, but I still enjoy the end product, and I think the music video was like icing on the cake for it.
My honorable mention pick is Kawa wa Nagareru by Hinatazaka 46. This is a coupling track from their newest single, Konna ni Tsuki ni Nachate Ino. It's a very fun kind of house slash acoustic kind of fusion type song. Reminds me a lot of a group called Geiki Rockets. So it feels like very open and big. Feels like it's flying and stuff. So
I would go with another song from Hinatazaka as well. This one is Kitsune. It's the main B-side off of their second single, Do Re Mi So La Si Do. I don't know, I just really enjoyed the instrumentation on it, right? It's kind of like a very like cheerful, upbeat, kind of jazzy kind of feel to it with the horns. It's really like something kind of up my alley, totally vibe with, fun, very Hinatazaka.
Number 1. Number 1 is Yoshimoto Zaka with Stray Sheep.
What?
That's right. Bring the heat. What?
No, I feel like this is the least controversial part of our list. This song is just straight good. It is really good.
So Stray Sheep is the coupling track from the newest Yoshimoto Zaka single. This is actually the group that was the Senbats that was in Konya wa Eian. They're not headlining the new single. They're just their own group now. They have a name. They're called Circus. And the song is called Stray Sheep. And it's a very kind of mellow, hopeful pop song. It's very like minimalistic, but when it gets to the chorus, it like opens up with all the orchestra stuff.
Very well executed once again. I know we keep saying that, but like a simple kind of like inspirational feel to the music. The music video as well is very broken down. There's no real big, crazy like set pieces or anything like that. Very a lot of very emotional, like solo appeals to the camera, and the fact that it's like a bunch of older folks, I think really helps sell the appeal for me, right? If it was a bunch of like pretty young people like Red, I've been like, you don't understand my suffering, you're all beautiful.
Yeah,
but these are just your everyday people, you know?
Yeah, that's the appeal for me. It's very simple, like their whole package.
Yeah.
They kind of have to keep it a little simple because of their varying age range. But yeah, it's a big appeal.
If you haven't heard the song because you haven't given Yoshimoto Zaka a chance, then I think this is one song that you definitely should check out. Go ahead and check out their music video, and I think you'll really see why we at least put it in number 1 or in the top 5.
All right, so that's our top 5 Sakamichi Series songs of the year. It might not be what you expect, but yeah, that's what we enjoyed this year. Surprisingly, there's no Nogizaka. They're just kind of.
It's okay. It was one of my honorable mentions, so
Okay,
it's still in there somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still in
on
there somewhere.
here somewhere, but I feel like it just wasn't a very memorable year for them.
Yeah, it was pretty safe. Like, there's nothing like that really came out and like surprised any of us. It was all very good Nogizaka music, but nothing really that stood out.
Yeah, they've got a high bar for themselves to kind of surpass, right? Especially if they want to be memorable. It's something that we've talked about quite a bit on the podcast. Speaking of, if you guys are interested in keeping up with the Sakamichi series, you can always check out our podcast, the Slow Podcast. We go live on Twitch, on our Twitch channel, every Tuesdays, around 7 p.m. Pacific time. You can always catch it on YouTube when it gets up there. Yeah, come hang out. We usually do live viewings of any of the new singles whenever they come out. And so you can know what we feel about them as soon as they come out. If not, you can always check us out. Make sure you follow us on Twitter so you always know what we're up to. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already for a bunch of new idol content coming your way.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Before we get to number 1, we each have a honorable mention.
Kunoichi G was higher up on our list.
No, Jimmy. No.
But this.
So before we get to number 1,
Yes.
Reading.
yeah.
All right. What's next?